Alright, so the update for Global, the pre-anniversary week, is dropping tomorrow. So I want to make a video on a little things you can do to prepare for anniversary, because it is in 1 week for Global. I get people in my chat asking all the time, when's anniversary for Global? Guess you haven't played Grand Cross for the past few years. But it is always 2 weeks after GP. And the one thing you're going to be getting this week, really, is this banner we're going to talk about in a second. This free Red Hawk will be in the box. Green Hawk gets his stats buffed from 15 to 50, right? I did make a video using him against Bird and Deer, if you want to check that out. And then this little Hawk event, and that's about it. Also, you have like these minor boosts here, stuff like that. But that's about it when it comes to stuff you're going to be getting this week. It's like a pretty, just fill-in week for next week, which is anniversary. And in-game, this banner right here, they don't show what units are in the banner. You're going to be getting the one for free, because you get 14 free multis, 1 per day. And the 10th multi, you get the one for free. At the 15th multi, so it's not free, but it will cost you 30 gems, you can pick Green Galfer or Zeldris. After that, I don't really recommend summoning on the banner. At 600, you get Ultimately or Lolly Merlin. I don't really recommend going past the 450 mark. But, if you do come out of this banner with a Brynhilder, with an extra Matrona, considering if you played the game, you got one for free. Miguel, this unit is decent to have because of the time dungeon as well. It's pretty nice, but obviously, the main attraction of the anniversary is obviously anniversary banner. Login wise, obviously we're getting the 300 gems of login. So in terms of am I gonna have enough gems for the anniversary, just know you're gonna be getting 200 gems plus PvP gems every week, plus the 100 that everyone's given for top grossing. There is a chance Global might also get top grossing somewhere. I don't see it happening because Elizabeth is not very popular Global, but it happened on JP, so might happen on Global. The banner is just tremendous. People still asking me if they should summon for mono or for the anniversary banner, and it's no competition because Trader Melly is in this banner, and if you pull him, you're set for almost everything in the game, right? Like you're set for almost everything in the game. There's Yermagander, Megalda, so yeah. But one thing that you might know is that level 100 is also a thing now. I have my level 100 characters, and in preparation for this raid, I would recommend farming a shit ton of Belmoth. Now, obviously, you're going to need SSR pendants as well, which there's only so much you can do for SSR pendants. Oh, can you tell me what's the best way to farm SSR pendants? There isn't one. You just get the ones that the game give you, basically. You get your SP dungeons, you get your minor events that come here and there to buy SSR pendants, and that's about it, right? So they need to up that for sure. But the big thing about level 100 is that not only they use a new raid mat, but they use a shit ton of Belmoth. It's 75 per level 100, 30 on 95 and 45 at 100, right? So I would recommend that for this week, you focus on farming Belmoth to be prepared to 100 at least the characters you feel deemed necessary for your account. Those that I would deem necessary are number 1 Trader Melly. If you have him, he is your number 1 pick out of anything, because the raid is also something that he's good for. He's good for everything. But yeah, the new raid. So these are the characters that I would recommend building up for the raid, right? Let me go here. On Hell, this is what I'm doing. This is my Hell team. It's Red Galfer, Red Arthur, and Trader Melly, right? Bon can be substituted for if you have Elaine. If you're the Arthur person, Elaine is number 1. I have Bon because I interchange between being the Arthur and the DN person. But Bon is probably the second pick after Elaine. And then Red Jericho, if you're using Red Ascanor. Because if you don't have Trader Meliodas, then you use Red Ascanor. This is the only strategy we've found so far. By the time the raid releases on Global, maybe there's a better one. I highly doubt it. Like, there really isn't anything. There's like one strategy I've seen with Terry that isn't very consistent. And you know, I think it's much more easy for people to be building up these characters and building up Terry. So you know, Twigo for your red characters to tank better is also very good. But yeah, if you don't have Triller Melee, use Red Escanor, and he can be your DPS. You might get kicked out of randoms because you're going to be expecting you to choose Triller Melee. But if you're doing your friends, trust Red Escanor is good. He does the job, right? Not as good as Triller Melee, obviously, but he does the job. So don't worry, you can do the raid on Hell without him. So you can be, if you really want to, if you don't have Triller Meliodas and you don't have Ragnarok Bond, you can just do Mono Red. OG Mono Red, and this can be your team for the raid. So building up these characters, but I would say before you build up Red Escanor, see if you put Triller Melee on the banner. Because he is better. He's just better, right? And then one person does Arthur, right, for Hell, and the other person does DN. So if you have DN, I would recommend building your DN now, because a lot of people don't have her. So if you join randoms, a lot of them are not gonna have DN. They're gonna have Arthur because it's what they have, right? So if you are the DN person, then building up DN is good, because then you can join people and already have your team set. Most people you join, randoms wise, that you get invites from and everything like that, are gonna have Arthur. So just a quick tip there. And that is basically the strategy. I'll drop like an actual raid guide the day before the raid drops on Global. So that people can, because I'm actually still waiting to see if there are better strategies before I drop the guide. But you know, that's it for now on the raid. This raid is not very hard if you're coordinated, but yeah. For normal and hard, so if you don't want to grind Hell, because Hell is kind of annoying, for normal and hard, one tip that I have is that Power Strike does mega damage on him. So although goddesses do negative 100% damage on him, Sauriel actually does damage with his single target. And Lolly Merlin obliterates. But I would only recommend doing that for normal and hard. Because, especially for hard, because the first turn on hard, you need to use a long range attack to break his, not a shield, but to break his posture or whatever. So when the raid guy drops, you might understand better. Or if you've been tuning into the streams, I've been farming the raid constantly, bro. Like, I have so many level 100 characters. Yeah, right? I've been farming this raid constantly. You know how the raid works out if you've been popping into the streams. But yeah, I've been working on getting a lot of my characters 100. Not even I am gonna like 100 my whole box. I'm not seeing myself 100 the whole box so soon. I'm just 100 the characters I want to make videos on, basically. So the ones I would recommend getting 100 first would be like your main characters that you feel like you need them for your day-to-day activities, and then you think about working on others, right? Now, gems wise, other than of course the login, PvP will be your best bet. There's a new story chapter which will give you 30 gems as well, right? This one, finishing 22 and then beginning 23. So if you're not caught up in story, do that. Make sure to do that. But there's not much else, you know. SSR penance, I wish I could give you a better tip, but you know, SP dungeon is what it is. Like, I'm running out of SSR penance. I had like 300 before the celebration. How many do I have now? I have 84. Yeah. Oh, look at how many caution programs I have now. Right in this raid. Yeah, farm Belmoths. You're gonna need a lot of them. And make sure to log in every day. Get the one for free. People are asking, should you get Galfer or Zaldris on the banner? I mean, get the one you deem most necessary. Obviously, if you already have Green Galfer but you don't have Zaldris, considering picking Zaldris if you think you're actually going to use him, if you have Kyo, and you have a team that would work for him, because or else he's going to be sitting in your box, right? Yeah, at that point it's like, oh, I just want him for box CC, I guess, but like, you know, Gallifrey is actually a unit that you're probably going to be using a lot for most like major PvE activities, including like Bird, right? So yeah, good luck on the anniversary banner when it comes on global. I will be trying to you know, do something with global, see like retweet people's pools and stuff like that, because I know it's gonna be also pretty big. You know, Elizabeth isn't the most hype character of all time, but the unit has convinced people, like that what she does, right? That it's a good unit and not an annoying character, right? Not an annoying unit. So that's good. That's good. So let me know what you think. If you think you have as tips to, you know, getting more SSR pens before the anniversary, let me know in the comments. But SSR pens are rough, man. I hope next patch they say something about it, man.